Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I have been a little bit quiet the past few days or weeks. I'll explain a lot later, but it has been my birthday. It was my birthday yesterday. My mum has come down to London to visit me, and we're off to Notting Hill now. We are kindly invited to dinner at a new restaurant there called Rica Moon. So I thought I'd show you, have a little mooch around Notting Hill with Mama Bear. And yeah, I have so much to catch you up on. And yeah, let's go. So beautiful. I'll give you a little zoom around before I leave. But it's Japanese, and Japanese is my favourite food. I could live off Japanese food. My mum. We're weaning her into it, but she's having a good dig into the prawns. Are you convincing you to the Japanese sushi, Japanese food is so good, but really recommend this restaurant if you come here. I'm gonna take you through the menu that we get. Oh, my fave, thank you. Can I give you that? What's this called?
It's a vegetable clay pot.
Vegetable clay pot with sweet chili. So if you're ever in Notting Hill, we've really enjoyed the food, haven't we? It has been amazing. 10 out of 10 for food. And I'm such a sushi Japanese lover. It's my favourite cuisine, but I've convinced you to be, haven't I?
I'm not a lover, but that was the good.
But I want to show you this toilet because it is Instagram. It is Instagram worthy. So good. Guys, this toilet, I feel like you just have to come here for the funky toilet. It is like Instagram. It's Instagram worthy. This is the restaurant as well. It's just beautiful, like the decor. My god guys, it has been a little while since that first clip. So I got COVID. So it's about 2 weeks later, and I'm not joking when I say I have been in bed solidly for 2 weeks. It hits me like a ton of bricks. I've tested positive for COVID 5 times now. You all know the first one. It was very, 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 very bad. I think I had Omicron in the middle. That was all right. And I had 2 where I didn't really have symptoms. I tested, like I had a faint line for COVID over Christmas. Didn't have any symptoms, but I've just felt so like tired. I just spent a few days in bed, but my god, this COVID was so similar to the first one. Obviously not as bad. It was about half the strength because that first one nearly killed me. But I feel it hit every single bit of my body, my stomach, my throat, my chest, my lungs. I feel like you can tell, like by my voice, I feel so fucked. So this is the first time I put makeup on in a long time. I'm going to Cheltenham races with Holland Cooper, and it had been in the diary for so long, and I was so looking forward to it. And I have the most beautiful outfit, which hopefully I'll show you today. I feel so puffy. I'm going with Henry, he's on his way now. We're just getting a car from mine. We're getting a car from mine to Cheltenham and then back again. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm on the cups of tea. Like, I feel like it's all right. I've been testing negative for a good number of days now, like 5 days. And I think it's like day 20 of me since catch and go. So I'm definitely not in the catchable region, but I just feel rough, guys. I feel like I've got a lot to catch you up on as well. I'm having a bit of a I'm having a bit of a moment, but we'll catch up when I get in tonight, and hopefully I'll take you with me today. There we go. Go on, do your magic. My camera's
Whoa!
So broken, I need a new one.
She really needs a new one. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are on Laura Blair's channel today. We're back in the car.
Guys.
So last time we were in a lovely Audi. Now we're in an even better car. I'm going to let Laura explain what car it is.
I love the colour of the outside of this. It's maroon. It's beautiful.
It is lovely.
I'll have to show you when we get out.
It's a gorgeous Bentley. Check out
Go on,
this.
give them a little tour of the Bentley.
So this is, oh my word, look at, I don't even know what half these buttons do, but they look insane. So I presume this does our seats.
Look at this bit.
Which bit?
I like the seating.
That is insane. You look nice.
I feel ill.
Okay, so Laura is probably going to give me COVID.
No, that's not true.
Joking.
I had COVID like 2 weeks ago. I've been testing negative for a long time now.
That's good.
I have just been in bed.
I can't believe you had it again.
5th time.
5th time. We've got a record and she still looks this good.
3 times I've had it ill to I've not been ill with it. So what the hell is going on there? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
I tell this girl to eat take her vitamins and eat her
I
vegetables,
swear,
and she doesn't do it ever.
Every man says this to me. They must all be watching the same podcast or something.
I've got a few I could send you.
I do my vitamin D, C, B12, iron, folic acid, although I don't like folic acid, please stop that.
She has absolutely no idea.
And I do my green juices.
Does she use your green juice?
I also do my Huel. Like,
do you do Huel as well?
I am.
Huel's good. You've been listening to too much Stevie
I've had Nando's every night this week. We're going Cheltenham races with Holland Cooper, you might remember.
And I need a coffee to start the day.
I've taken this one on, brought this one with me for the ride, but we're going to watch the races, put some bets on some horses. I've got the most beautiful Holland Cooper trench coat, which is lying nicely in the boot of the Bentley so it doesn't get creased. But yeah, it should be a good day.
So, look at that. Do you mean like a nice jacket, long trousers, big trousers?
Yeah, the jacket's nice and the top's nice.
Are the wide trousers?
Yeah, but he's got... No, the trousers are terrible.
What do you think?
Favourite for the Gold Cup. And he's also got the first 3 in the betting for the Triumph Hurdle.
Guys, we are pulling into Cheltenham. I feel like we've come, we're like really in Cheltenham. These are the boxes.
Right, so there's been definitely we've got the winners for the race from the last 2 years. We've got a Grand National winner in there, and possibly a horse.
Au natural.
Oh yes!
I can't look at you. That's typical Laura. Okay, yeah. Would you like this? Maybe. Oh, maybe I should. No.
I want to put my leg up like this.
Okay. Yeah, she needs a leg up. Okay. Let me pick out the dasher. We can pop him there. Yes. Shock surprise after 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Really exaggerate, but that's I'm going to count to it. 1, 2. Ooh. Yes. Oh yes. And maybe you're the more like shock. You're like yeah. Action. Oh. I love that. Smoke. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Where's that smoke? Great smoke. But that's more like okay. But we'll get back to the smoke.
I'm just here at the Holland Cooper box at Cheltenham. Thought I'd show you a little bit around. They literally deck this place out. This is a little photo shoot area. Got Henry, Josie, the usual crowd, and then we come out here to the balcony. Lydia's over here. It's a very good situation. We're having a very good day.
Hewick in the centre in the green jacket. Followed out wide by Conflated. Brave Man's Game is handy.
Okay, so this is
So high up.
In the home straight.
There she is.
Senor and Derek Fox.
Right, here they are, the
Hewick and Protectorate.
This is the final Gold Cup, so this is the race you want. Laura, have you won any money today?
I put a bet £2 on the
Gallipander is now off the
And
inside.
did it win?
I lost.
Have I won? I've bet on every single race and I've won absolutely nothing. Wait. I'm used to it.
Everyone is dressing Holland Cooper.
Very. Look how good she looks. As a lad, Laura actually has the best outfit. As a lad, as a gentleman, I think Laura dresses the best here today.
Down the back straight.
Can't get in. The best car ever.
Oh, what now? Is it good? Is it good now? Oh, really? Yeah, good.
So they stop the cars?
Yeah, we got the last one.
Happy now, thank you.
Good day.
That's not good lighting. Damn.
I feel like chubby. To you, yeah, you can have the camera. Oh, that is bright. Maybe you don't need that, babe.
No, wait, hang on.
Check.
Let me have it.
Wait there, 1 second. Let's just check.
No.
This has got to be in the vlog. It's like us trying to get the light. I look like. This is like cool light. You don't look right.
Guys, we have just finished up at Cheltenham.
What a day.
We're back in the Bentley. I just managed to catch my cousin who's working there, which was nice. How was your day?
I've had a few too many drinks.
He has had a few too many drinks.
You kept feeding me those strong gins.
I feel like you were working the room.
I'll try and do my best to work the room. I just love mingling.
I'm not that person at all, you know? Absolutely not. Like, I can't... Okay,
Have you already told it?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't...
Yeah, I feel like, look at me. I feel like I'm a couch potato.
You need to get up.
Come up.
I'm not a person that works the room at all.
Yeah, but you look good, so people come to you.
No, they
I
don't.
have to work the room.
You work the room.
I work the room.
Talking to Idris Elba.
Can we just... Okay, so here's a cool thing. Laura, right?
Guys,
Idris Elba, like, everyone's trying to speak to Idris Elba, they're bumming him off Luther and stuff like that, which is cool. He's a cool guy, right? Don't get me wrong, like, London gangster, whatever. Anyway, Laura doesn't say a word, just sneaks around the back and joins in the conversation. He just turns.
I didn't turn to say
anything. And then just grabs her hand like this and just strokes it.
It was the best
and
handshake
Laura's
of my
like,
life.
I think I'm in love. Is he married? Is he married? Is he married? Oh, yes, he's married, got a 9-year-old son.
This
whatever.
guy, no word of lie, had the most solid handshake I've ever had. It was like a Idris.
Firm with a rub. You see this rub? Look at this rub.
Idris.
Is that with the thumb? That does that, and then you know you're in there with the thumb rub. So lads, if any of you gentlemen are watching this, or any ladies watching this,
know that guy knows what he's
any
doing.
ladies watching this, if you give and you're a gentleman and you do this to a lady, you know you're in there. So it's like a handshake and a kiss on the cheek, but you give the rub with the hand, with the thumb. So it's like that, and then even the driver's looking. He's like, you know you're gay. I'm like, yeah, I know you're gay.
After that handshake, I was like, oh, like I didn't think anyone else
obsessed
noticed.
with this guy.
But then it's like,
I noticed.
I know.
Because I do that. I do the thumb shake.
Anyway, yeah, you were working I feel like I'm so shy
Tell
in
you
these
what.
situations.
Luke Evans, lovely guy.
I don't know who
even
that
his partner.
is.
So
Oh,
Luke
wait, no,
Evans
I
was
did
the baddie in Fast and Furious, yeah, and 5. Lovely bloke. Ollie Lockwood,
Everyone's
nice
really
guy.
lovely there today.
Everyone's lovely.
Yeah, really nice.
But honestly,
guy.
I'm not just saying this. I said this earlier, but I genuinely think Laura looked the best there as a female. Laura genuinely looked the best there as well.
You really did. I'll pay you later. But
should we turn that off? Cut that bit off the camera.
From someone that's worked with Holland or like been a support of Holland Cooper from day one, I swear, like I backed Jade. This moment I saw her clothes like 5 years ago. I'm not even joking.
And what's amazing, they're actually bringing out menswear as well, and I'm super excited to start some of their pieces.
To see that brand grow as phenomenal as it had, like everyone was in Holland Cooper there, like not even our group, like.
But what's also good as well, I think they're probably watched you grow as well.
Yeah, no, this is true.
Which is very true.
Isn't that lovely?
Lovely. There's the Liverpudlian coming out. Lovely.
That's
lovely.
Manchester. When they talk like that.
Oh, they would cut that bit. Cut that bit. But good day.
My Scouse accent's actually really good. I reckon I'd make it a really good Scouser. Because if I...
No, we prefer London Laura.
London Laura.
No, I'm not dissing any Scousers out there, but London Laura's.
I do a really good Welsh accent as well.
I don't do any good accents.
It's because I live right between Welsh and...
A lot of people just think do you know what's quite funny before I start? We've jumped from an amazing day at the races to suddenly doing accent impressions.
Okay, so I really had to.
It's not bad. The only one I'm quite good at is Australian because I actually lived on Bondi.
I can't do Australian whatsoever.
Bondi Beach.
Yeah, you are.
But then a lot of people actually say to me, you're from Australia. I'm like,
really?
no, I'm just from Bondi. But then if you want to go to New York and have a coffee,
I could
like
probably
New
do
York,
American.
that's not fair.
Sorry, Pete.
And you go to LA. LA is very much like, oh my god, I'm from LA.
Influencers doing the back of this.
Maybe we should cut this vlog. Maybe we should cut it short. Because we're gonna become a mimic channel or something. Me and Laura, Henry and Laura's new channel.
I reckon I could.
Yeah, but America's different. There's different vibes, isn't there? So you got LA, New York's very New York. Like you like coughing.
Essex. I can't do an Essex. I don't think.
Essex. Guys, Mork White here. Mork White, and I'm about to put you on my fitness workout where you're gonna get shredded in 21 days.
Time out. It is the day after last night. I literally fell asleep when I got in, I ordered a delivery to Nando's and I literally fell asleep with my cream eggs in my bed and my Nando's with all the lights on. I was so tired. There's something about day drinking which is literally like next level, makes you like fall asleep so easily. And we went on partying. I don't know how he does it. No idea, because I was whacked. But yeah, I had an amazing day yesterday. Cheltenham is always so much fun. I feel like when I went traveling last year, obviously I spent a few months in Paris, and then I went to Cannes and I went to Monaco. And in between that, I was in England and I did this, like, it's called the social scene, I guess, in England. Like Cheltenham races, Henley, the regattas, the horse riding. Like the English social scene is actually so good. I feel like I didn't realize how like much fun it was. So like if you can't get yourself on holiday, like definitely treat yourself to like Henley Festival. I mean, was amazing. Cheltenham races is almost like the start of the season. So obviously nothing really happens during winter, and then Cheltenham races is like the start. But yeah, we were at the Gold Cup day. Got picked up in the most beautiful Bentley, and then we spent the day in Holland Cooper's Box at Cheltenham races. Oh, it was amazing. Everyone looked so incredible, and it's really lovely to have seen like the brand grow so much year on after year. Like I discovered Holland Cooper like 5 years ago, maybe, was it 4 years ago? And I just fell in love straight away. I always remember the day I just popped all the pictures that I found on stories, and I was like, what is this brand? Tell me about it. I love it. I think it's for me, the trench coat is like the closest thing to like feeling like royalty. I think Kate Middleton has actually worn the coat that I had on yesterday. It just feels defined, and I think with all the fast fashion that goes on these days, when I put on a Holland Cooper trench, I generally feel like queen. Feeling much better now. Yesterday was the first day I've been out, but from coughing I've done something to my neck so badly, so I like was on the paracetamol yesterday, but I feel like my neck is so painful today. I'm just filming a campaign for Caramel today, and they've got a beautiful spring collection out, which I'll show you maybe in a minute. But yeah, I wanted to have a catch up for you because I know I've not vlogged in such a long time, and I miss you guys on YouTube so much. You're like my ladies that are like the core of like everything that I do online. Like I feel like we've got a really good support system in this little group that we have here. So I feel like I've neglected it, but I'm back and I'm not going anywhere. I just needed a little break. And I wanted to explain why. So 2022 was a real difficult year for me. I learned a lot of hard lessons. I got scammed out of a hell of a lot of money. I feel like I don't ever say how much it was online just because I don't want to talk about money, but I held to it. I got scammed out of about 50 grand, 50,000. And that was an accumulation of more than a year's worth of work. And I feel like how that woman went about doing it really like, it's really easy to be like, oh my god, that woman scammed you out of 50k, because there's proof of like how much I was taking for a ride, like just write mug on my forehead. But I feel like it really summed up how a lot of people had treated me over the years. Like I am such a sucker for thinking that everyone is a nice person, and it's only since doing this job that I've realized like how many people just are out there to use you. So my family, I feel like my mother, my family, I feel like my family are so loving. Again, I'm very lucky for that, but it put me into a false sense of security that everyone kind of was like that. And I think, yeah, last year was just, I learned a lot of hard lessons. And I wanted to talk to you about this because I feel like it's so important, as females particular. I've been reading a book. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I started it when I was in a very bad relationship. I can say this now because on the very first page of this book, which is called The Narcissist Playbook, and I feel like, honestly, just read it. If you've had, I don't know if it would ring true for a lot of people, but like for me, this was literally explained the past 10 years for me. And me mother's ringing, hang on. Oh, she's gone. I feel like this just gave me like such an eye-opening, like, I'm not crazy, this is what's happened. And so when I started this YouTube channel, I started it when I was in a very narcissistic, abusive relationship. And those are the hardest because there's no physical, you can't see it, it's just emotional abuse. And I found comfort in watching YouTube. These girls on YouTube, they felt like I just sought comfort in it. I followed about a group of girls my age, and I just felt like when I was so alone and isolated that this guy had made me feel, he made me feel like a former version of myself. I was like the person that I was in that relationship compared to like who I am now, I was like a broken former version of myself. And I sought to YouTube and I discovered it, and I just felt, these girls just felt such comfort for me. And I was like, I want to do that for other people. Like, I want to be that comfort for other girls, make women feel their best selves, like whether that's what they were, what they look like. And that's kind of like my whole purpose behind YouTube and what I do. And as this industry has grown, I feel like it's attracted a lot of like different kind of people than when it first started, and that's absolutely fine. But I feel like they got to a point where I was like, I'm surrounded by just the wrong type of people. So this past year I've really stripped back and emptied my everything from around me and really been careful who I let in my inner circle, and I feel so much better. And I think the past few months have kind of just been working through it and doing lots of research and reading, and I've kind of just come out the other side. And honestly, when I had kind of been getting to this point until I read this book. And when I read this book, I felt like such like a relief of like it. I just felt free for the first time in so long. And then I got so ill. It was like all the toxins in my body were like releasing. So yeah, I can't recommend this enough. Please read this if you guys can relate to anything that I'm saying whatsoever. And I'm not just talking about men. I feel like female friendships as well. Like, I was really stuck into this place where I was like, felt like I was doing so much for so many people, and like it was very clear that like it wasn't reciprocated in ways. And like, even from a business aspect, like how much that woman she earned my trust for about 5 months, like was the best person ever, like just really bought my trust in every aspect. And then the mask started to slip and the things started to not come in, but because I trusted her already, I just like took a blind eye to it. It's just so fascinating realizing now what's happening, to see it or to look back and know what happened. So I feel good, and I feel like I've had a fresh new outlook on like the whole influencing space. And I feel like it, because so many people are doing it now, and it's like so much information, Instagram, blah, 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 like there's so many, like I don't know. And I feel like for me, I really had to find like really like go back to the why was I doing this. And my why is like I really wanted just to be that person that these girls were to me back at the beginning. So yeah, here's to being our best selves, ladies, and yeah, putting our best foot forward. So I'm gonna vlog from now on, and that's kind of me explaining why I had my little break, because I kind of got back to London and I was like, I don't know, I felt like a burnout of like all the like traveling on your own last year. That takes so much to do, and I really recommend it. So it's not me saying don't do it, but like you go on such a journey, and coming back, I literally live like just 5 minutes down the road from where I left, and like coming back to the same place in such a different mindset, I was like, I don't think I've ever grown so much as a person than I did in that year. So yeah, here's to going forwards in like I feel like integrity for me is key, and I want to show you the brands that I really truly love and the beauty products that I put on my face and put on my hair, and not care. I honestly couldn't give a shit about like, I feel like as an influencer this is really difficult, not different to like, but I hate being centre of attention really, and that's really ridiculous because of the amount of times I walk down the road and those videos I put out. But generally I hate being centre of attention, and I feel like when I put those videos out, I get in such a, I literally prep myself before I shoot, and I get myself in such a zone of like, I put like music on that really gets me into that like energy of like power. And whenever I get screwed over, and I feel like this is one of the best positive things that I could ever give you girls, or like naturally what I do myself that I feel like has put me in such a good place in life, whenever I'm like, say, screwed over by a guy, let's sort this lighting out, whenever I feel that like pain of like someone's maybe screwed me over, someone's stolen 50 grand from me, or like someone I've cared about has cheated on me or screwed me over, or a friend's like done the dirty, instead of feeling sad about it, I get myself into, I almost really enjoy, I call it a vengeance mode, even though I don't plan on getting a vengeance or anything like that, but that like fierceness of like, you want to mess with me, you want to like come for me, like I'm gonna show you like you cannot touch me. And I get into that zone whenever that happens, and honestly my best work, most money I've made, the most impact that I've had on my life is always in that moment of like that feeling of like power. So when I do those reels, I almost feel like I want to pass that energy on to you girls, like go kick ass, go show them. And like I really enjoyed getting into that emotional mindset when I've been doing my reels. So yeah, I just also like, one of my ambitions in this is like, I really would love, I feel like most influencers would be, I want to shoot for this campaign, I want to be here, and I'm like, I really want to create an office space where like it's really enjoyable to come to work for like-minded women that just want to like have a really enjoyable life. I don't know, like I'd love to have a team of people around me that's like really enjoys doing what we do, and like you don't have to work in a horrible office for someone horrible. I'd love to create like an environment that's just so fun, where you get up in the morning and you really enjoy just going to work. So yeah, I just thought I'd have a little ramble with you, but honestly I'm going to leave this linked in the description box below, because it explains so much about the people I've had around me for the past 10 years. It's helped me when looking in the dating world especially, and I think like it really helped me understand, because I think narcissism is really the word narcissism really misused, because you expect it to be like that person that's like pouting in the gym and like taking selfies in the gym mirror, and that's maybe just like the surface of it, because there's things such as covert narcissism, which is a little bit, it literally is not really that. It's like people who just lack empathy or like just, yeah, it rather than thinking of it as like the vanity side, it's thinking of it like some people just lack empathy in life, and there's 1 in 20 people that are narcissistic. That's like the statistics, I think. But I think the industries that I have been in, like the acting, the theatre world, I used to work in Mayfair, which is the nightlife industry in London, and now the influencer world, I presume 1 in 20, those ones are most likely more in these industries than like, say, a librarian or like an accountant. So the chances are that you come across these people is probably extremely high for the likes of someone like myself. So no more narcissistic men. Honestly, if you've got a brother or a friend that's an accountant who's like lovely, send him my way. Oh, I thought the sun was out. It's gone so cloudy and rainy. I'm gonna end this vlog here on just showing you these Caramillan pieces because it's a new spring collection, and then because I feel like this vlog's been an hour. Oh, also, how beautiful is this Fendi? I'm really enjoying the Fendi Peekaboos. Like that sage green for spring, so good. Also really rocking the Marks and Spencer's dressing gown. Okay, let's move this out the way. So this is, oh, it's so miserable outside. The spring collection from Caramillan. I'm gonna pop it on here. But the colours, oh my gosh. I'm really repping the Marks and Spencer's. I feel like you cannot beat a Marks and Spencer's dressing gown. They're just so good, aren't they? So this is the fabric. I'll do a little side thing here to show you, but the fabric of this, I just thought this was beautiful. Now that we've just been the races, I feel like every race day in England is slightly different. So Cheltenham is really like horsey, country, like you would never be, it's not like ladies' day at Aintree at all. Like for each race day is very, very different vibe. So if you are going to like a social scene event in England, like make sure you Google past seasons and like look at the dress code and stuff. But this fabric for like a ladies' day event, oh, like the beautiful, like the draping of this, absolutely amazing. And the crisscross detail at the back and the length of it, and there's a slit down the side, really enjoyed that. Then it's a similar kind of fabric, but it's more of like a floaty dress. So it's got this amazing detail down the back. So it's a no bra situation, which I know some females don't love, but the amount of support that you can get from like pulling that in tight, and like I feel like it will get, like I think this would give you, like it's a kind of a bra detail in it. Amazing floaty slit down the side into like a really floaty number. Just those two beautiful, beautiful dresses. This, it literally looks like it's gone nighttime. It's like chucking it down. Then I actually just picked up this as well, just to pop over the top, like a little snug, you know, just put over your shoulders. That would be really nice in case it's a little bit chilly. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me this week. And here's to a fresh new start, new perspectives, and moving forwards. And yeah, I'm happy you guys have come along with me for, I think, 5 years now. Have we been doing this? I feel like you guys will know more, because I always say this and everyone's like, no, you've been doing it this long. I'm like, really? God, it's flown by. But I feel like I've gone from a girl to a woman in this whole YouTube online thing. And maybe you've come along and seen all the bumpy rides that I've been in. You've been to all the flats. And like one day when I'm like, hopefully with a loving partner in a beautiful house, you will have seen like how hard it was to get here. Like people, I feel really teary-eyed telling you guys this, but like people were saying to me, you're so successful, all the, like this past year. And I understand that like numbers speak volumes in this world, and I just wasn't feeling successful at all. Like the things that I cherish the most in this world is like family, friends, love, like having a really comfortable home that you feel safe in. And I didn't have any of them maybe like last year. Like I was really struggling to like figure out like what was I doing, how had I got here. And like I just felt like my inner circle was not good, and I felt like my home just didn't feel like, I don't know, like all my stuff still is in storage. I got scammed out of what could have been, like I could have been living right now in a house that I owned if I hadn't got that money scammed from me. I'm currently in a lawsuit, so I can't really say much on it, but legal action takes so long. I've learned this, like you cannot expect something to happen overnight. It's like been a year and it's still ongoing, and I feel like I feel like we're at a good point where justice will be served. However, I will go public with this through the advice of my lawyer at some point, because I just want to make sure that this never happens to anybody ever again who watches like my channel and can help you with anything like that. Because as well, like influencing, there's so many young girls that do it like I was, that don't understand business, that don't understand contracts, and like a brand could send you a contract and you think it's legally binding and it's not. So yeah, I've learned so incredibly much the hard way. And yeah, success in one aspect of my life doesn't make you happy. So here's to like trying to get the other aspects up to like match it, I guess. But I hope if you sit there looking at Instagram thinking, oh, everyone's got it so much together, believe me, behind closed doors, like I looked like probably I was having the time of my life in Paris, and I generally had probably a mental breakdown where I was crying hysterically. Like I could not believe that at my lowest point where I was having long COVID and all I did was try and keep this going, that someone else took all the money that I earned from that year and bought whatever they wanted with it. I've seen this girl, she was just at Christmas on a luxury ski trip, buying the Manolo Blahniks that I want to buy, buying the Chanel handbags that I want to buy. Painful, I tell you. But yeah, here's to moving forwards, putting a, what's it called? We're gonna put everything down and move on from this. And going forwards, I'm gonna make sure I know that the people that I'm close to are just the best kind of people. And I feel like I've really worked on that recently. And I think you guys can tell, because I'm always super happy when I vlog and stuff in the past few months, and you can probably really tell the difference of like over the past year. But yeah, I hope you guys are okay, and yeah, I'm gonna pick up the camera next week as well, so expect the weekly vlogging to commence, and I will see you next time for another video.